Hello guys, welcome back. Welcome to the day 5 of the SQL Bootcamp. Welcome to the edspread. And today we are going to learn about all the queries, including all the things that we have learned in the last 4 days. We are going to apply those things in a particular database that is already present. So about the employee database, I've said you before. So this is about the employee database. This is the employee database. The employee database, this is one of the tables, CMP table. This is I've already shown you yesterday, and this is the department. This is the department table. There are two tables in this database. Here it is, and this is about the data. Now for making to insert this data, I have already written the queries. I've already completed the queries and I've ran it, and it is ready. And this is the queries. I can see the queries that I have written. So here are they. So create table department. I've shown you this particular query. Now I've inserted it into department values. So these are all the things. And as I've shown you yesterday, creation of the table, primary key, foreign key, check constraint, null, not null constraint. Not yesterday, the day before yesterday, I've shown you these constraints. So about the constraints I have understood, now I've inserted all these values, this Smith, Allen, Ward, Jones, etc. Okay, now I have the 18 queries to see different kinds of how to access the data. Now, as I've shown you, this is again about each and every row I have inserted one after the other in some jumbled format. Okay, so the 14 rows have been selected. Now, let us take the first query. Now there are 18 queries, and I guess 2 times the number has been repeated. Now I try to cover everything that I have taught you till now, to cover every part that I taught you till now. So display all the information from the EMP table. So I have ran all these queries. So this is, I guess I've understood now how to write this query. So display all the information from the EMP table. Now what is the EMP table? EMP table is nothing but this table. Okay, let me write the name in here. That's something wrong. Okay, this is the EMP table. So select all. So I'm select all from EMP. As there is no condition, we can write it like this. So select all from EMP. I'm going to run the statement. So here it is. We got the same thing. Okay, we got the same as it is here. And as I've inserted in a different format, I have now jumbled format, I'm going to get like this. So the first person is Smith, 7369 here. So the 7369 Smith is here. Okay, so here it is, and this is the second query. Display unique jobs from the EMP table. Now what is unique jobs? Okay, I am going to this is the main word here. Now I'm going to say you not just about these 18 queries. In these 18 queries, not the things only I've taught you till in the last 4 days. I'm also going to tell you about the keywords that we do. So display unique from, okay, so how are we going to write the query? So instead of doing the PPT, instead of showing you in the PPT, I'm directly going to show it to you here. So select, so unique is something which is always different from the others. So here, to select all, sorry, not the all, I want the job name, right? I want the job name. And what does unique mean? See, the job name, there are 3 managers, 2 analysts, and 4 clerks, and 4 salesmen. So all these names, so the manager, analyst, president, 1 president, 4 clerks, and 4 salesmen are there. So with this, we are going to select the job names from, okay, select distinct job, select distinct. If we use the word distinct, it means which is something different from the other. Same as the unique is same as, I mean, there if we use the word unique in the query, we are going to use distinct here in the answer of the query, in the query. So from EMP, the table name should always be mentioned. So from EMP, there is no condition over here at all. So once it has been repeated, it will not repeat again. So I'm running it. See, analyst, clerk, salesman, manager, and president. Okay, then we have completed the second query and coming to the third query. Now the third query is display the name of the employee who's getting the maximum salary. So who's getting the maximum salary? How to write this function? Now yesterday I taught you about the aggregate function max. Now how to write this function is select. Now I want the employee name here. See, I guess employee name of the employee should be written. So the name of the employee is, the column name is e name. So e name from, okay, from EMP where salary equal to and max of salary. So if I write max of salary, every salary will compare to be all others, and the algorithm part, everything will be done by the computer. We don't need to check anything, but we know what is a max of salary. Oh, I missed the semicolon here. Let me write the semicolon and then run the query. Run. Okay, group function is not allowed here. Okay. First name from employee. Okay, there is some problem here where, okay, let me write it like this, where max of sal. I guess this is a wrong query. Once again, let me check. Okay, so this is the error that I've done. It shouldn't be written like this. It should be written like select max of salary, comma e name from EMP. It shouldn't write where max. Okay, and that particular employee name, I want to get it. So okay, that is, again, I shouldn't write e name, sorry. Select max of salary from EMP. Okay, so 5,000, that is a max of salary, and I want to display the employee name over here. Name, come employee name. Okay, there is some error, but I'll get back to you again. The name of the employee is getting the maximum salary. The next thing is list the details of the employees in ascending order of their salaries. Okay, list the details of the employees in the ascending order of salaries. Now this is the, now let us assume the same category. There are many things. Now you need to know about the class order by. Now how to write about this order by class? Select all, okay, from EMP and order by cell. Okay, ascending order by the salaries. And if it is ascending order, you can write ASC here and run. Select all from EMP. Select the names, only the details. If there were not just the names, he want all the details. So I have written star over here, the asterisk. Select all from EMP, where's order by salary ASC. So according to the salary, 800,950C, according to it, everything will be ordered. Okay, so the maximum is 5,000. The 7839, the person, employee name King, and the job is present. He is getting it, and he is from the department 10. Okay, that is how ASC. And without this ASC also, see, Smith and James, just for remembering, and then the last is King. If I don't write ASC also, this will run. Okay, I'm going to show you. If we did not write order by salary, it just means we want it in the ascending order. So even if we don't mention it, it is understood. See, Smith, James, and the last person is king. We are just checking if there is the same thing. So it is the same thing. So if we want to write ASC, we can write, else we can just leave it. Okay. But if we want it in the descending order, we can write it as DESC. We should write it as DESC. Now see, the king is ascending and descending, right? Ascending is from smaller to big value, descending is from bigger to small value. So the president should be the top one, and then the Smith should be the last one. Okay, and again I'm running it. See, the president is the first one, and whereas the Smith is the last one with a salary of 800, and this person is of department number 10, and this person is of department number 20. So this is how you need to use the word order by clause. Okay, this is about the order by clause. Now the third query here, there is some problem. So just to mark it, I'm going to write a star over here. I'll get back to you. List the details of the employees in ascending order of the department numbers and the descending order of their jobs. Now, if there is now in this case, we are going to do it in two things. Okay, in first the ascending order and then the descending order. So let me write how we are. This is also order by clause. So select. So what did he ask for? Did he ask for the employee names? No, the details of the employees. So I'm going to write select all from EMP where. So this is the condition. No, not the condition. Ascending order, department number and descending order of the jobs. Okay, ascending order of the department numbers first. Not where order by ascending order of the jobs. Okay, jobs ASC and the department numbers and descending order jobs. Okay, I'm getting confused. I'm sorry. So order by DPT number, and for the order by only we are writing. So I can write it like this. So order by jobs department number, and sorry, I wrote the both columns. It should be the first department number, right? Yeah, and then descending order in jobs. Jobs DASC, ASC, and job DASC. So this is how we are going to write the clause. SQL command not ended properly. Okay, now we can write two queries for this, or else one after the other we need to execute. That is my mistake. We cannot do it like this. See, according to the department number 10, then from here it is 20, then here it is 30. That is how we are going to get it. Okay, or else all were shuffled like this in the 20, 30, 30, 20. So all are shuffled. So instead, according to the order by, we are going to get then descending order of their jobs. Descending order of their jobs is nothing but jobs, and I'm going to write it here as DESC. Okay, job is not the attribute name, so I need to write it as job. The job DESC, select all from EMP where job is order by. So descending order of the jobs. So the salesman, it is S, and then it is president, managers, clerk, and analyst. So in the descending order of the jobs, it means that if it is a string according to the alphabet order, we are going to write this thing. Okay, so actually if it is a ascending order, then A, C, M, P, S. So here as it is descending, it is S, M, S, P, M, C, and A. I guess you got this. And the next thing, display unique job in the descending order. Now there is unique, so it is unique. If the word unique is there, then we are going to use distinct keyword, as I said you in the second query. So select distinct, select distinct jobs, right? What is this query? Yeah, distinct jobs. Select distinct job from EMP and order by from EMP and order in the descending order. Okay, order by job DESC. Okay, so I shouldn't run all of them, so I need to select first and then run. Here it is. Select distinct job from EMP with order by job DESC. So first it is SPMCA. Okay, we have completed this, and now according to the attributes name given here, we are going to write it. Okay, so in the see, these are the attribute names. Okay, so list the employee number, employee name, and salary of the employees in the ascending order of their annual salary. Okay, this, and the keyword here is next is this. Now using 2 or 3 here also we have used using the above and the order by clause. Now see this employee names. These are the attribute names here, and this thing using the order by and annual salary. Now annual salary is something very much important that needs to be taken care of. So first thing is that how do we say that? First thing is that let me show you. Select all from EMP. Okay, if I write like this, I'm going to get the data of the whole employee database, right? So here, what you need to understand is whatever salary is given over here is not the salary for 12 months. It's not the salary for 1 year. It's only salary for 1 month. So here we need to take the salary of the 12 months to compare them, right? That is how he asked. And in the ascending order again. Now again we need to give this for annual salary. Okay, for annual salary itself we need to multiply it by 12, and then again list the EMP name and E name and salary. These are the attributes from the EMP table. So see how now I'm going to write. Select EMP. Okay, what all we need? EMP number, EMP name, and salary. Okay, EMP number, E name, and sal from EMP, not where, order by salary into 12 and order by. Okay, and I'm going to write another thing over here. SANN SAL. Okay, I'm going to tell you about the ANN-SAL and as keyword. Okay, and in the ascending order, their annual salaries. Okay, order by ANN-SAL. So I'm going to run this and I'm going to show you and then say you about these. Okay, so here it is. We got the EMP name, E name, and the salary. Okay, now let us take Smith, the name person Smith. Okay, the person Smith here. Okay, Smith is getting salary of 800. So 800 into 12 is nothing but 96. So 96, right? So here we are getting 9600. So according the Smith is the person who is getting the least salary of 800, who's getting the least salary. So here, according to the ascending order only, we have got it. Now, as we have written it as, see the table names. see the attribute names, that is a n n s a l. Why are you getting a n n s a l? Now if we write the as keyword is for renaming. Renaming is nothing but when it is not going to add another column or change the column name. In those cases we need to use other queries such as update or alter. Here it is just for a it is a temporary name that you're going to give for a particular thing. For example, for ename also, see again I'll write it as ename also. I just wanted to write it as name. Okay, if it is name, that is it is identifying it as a keyword, so I'm writing it as name1. So again I'm going to run it. Whenever I'm going to write like this, it is going to understand that I want the temporary view here of this column as name1. See, I'm going to run it. See, the name one has been appeared here and not ename. It is just a temporary relation. If you don't believe me, just I'm going to run this again. Now, if I run this again, EMP number, ename and salary should only be there. It is just a temporary thing that we're doing it here for this particular query only, for not all the queries. I have written the salary into 12 as an SAL because we need to understand that is an annual salary and not the salary for that particular month. We cannot understand, right? Again, if we confuse it with this salary, now again we need to multiply it with 12. Or we do not understand if it is multiplied by 12 with a salary of 1 or so. I've written it like this. Okay, you have understood this. And the next query that the next query here is names of the employees whose communication is more than their salary, whose commission is more than their salary. Now, how to write this query? Select. Okay, we need the employee names, right? I can list the details. So if we write all the details, then it's all. So select all from EMP where commission means COMM is greater than SAL. Right, so I'm going to run this statement. So there is only one person who is getting this commission more than the salary. Now again, let me go and check the database here. See, now commission number of people who are getting commission is less. So here it is 300, here it is 1600. So not this person. 500 and 1250, not this guy. So this guy who's getting commission as 1400, and this guy is getting salaries as only 1250. So the commission is more, so he's getting person Martin. So here we got Martin. So this is how we are going to write the queries one after the other. Now some queries are repeated, which I'm going to avoid here. You can see and practice it and create this database. So take these snapshots of these database if possible and practice whenever you can. And now list the employees who are either clerk or analyst, okay, or analyst in the descending order. Okay, now how I'm going to write this query is, let's see, select. So we want the details, list the employees. Okay, let me write ename for suppose. We just want the name. Ename who are either, okay, from EMP is always from EMP, where a job equal to analyst or clerk. So as it is a string, when we are writing the query also, we need to write it. When we are inserting the query, we'll write it in quotes. And when we are writing the query also, we need to write it like this. And job equal to analyst or clerk, right? Yeah. So I'm going to run this. Okay, that is okay. See, now I have written an error here. That is a very big mistake. So I selected a word or, but I have written the word and over there. So that is a mistake. So R here, See, a person cannot be an analyst and clerk. See, you can see the tables. The person cannot be an analyst and clerk. So that is the problem. So let me run this now. See, Scott Ford either analyst or clerk. Okay, if I write and both conditions should be satisfying. There's no such person. So analyst or clerk. Okay, now the next query. Display the number of employees in the company. This is nothing but aggregate function. So this is very easy. So I guess I've shown this yesterday. Select count from, you can count anything. I want to count EMP IDs from EMP. Okay. Select. Okay, there is some problem. It is EMP ID number. Sorry, it is not EMP ID. There is EMP number. It is right. See EMP number. There are 14 people. So here also you can count. There is 14 students here. See here also at the end there are 14 rows selected. Means after selecting all from the employee, I have done it before when I'm inserting the data. So the 14 number, the number of employees. Now I can write again here as just I'm renaming it as count. Okay, just count. Okay, as count is an aggregate function, let me write it as 1, or else I might get an error. So count of 1 will be the 14, or else whatever the aggregate function you have written here, if I don't rename it, whatever the aggregate function I have written here, that will be displayed. See, I have written the count of EMP, so the column name will be the count of EMP. And the next thing that you need to remember is whatever you give, whatever query you write, you will always get it as a table. A part of the table only you will get it. See, even in the aggregate function, he might give it as count of EMP number equal to 14. But instead of that, he is giving it in a table. And every time what you can do is for any person, you can download it as CSV. CSV is nothing but an Excel sheet format. In a very Excel sheet format, we can download it and we can view it whenever we can. Okay, you can try all these, and you can also check this menu here. You can see the My Session. In My Session, all the queries will be saved, and sometimes and whenever you want to run the My Session things again, you can rerun the session over there. Just explore all the options that are possible to save the data, and please don't forget to save the session if we want to save the session. Okay, and next coming to is the employees who are working in department number 10 or 20. This ninth query is same as clerk or analyst. See, very similar. Here the job is either clerk or analyst. Here the department number, and the relation is or. So you need to use or over there. So it is same as the same as the 8th query. And next is 10th query, whose annual salary ranging from 22,000 and 45,000. Now, how to do this query? There is a range over here to work on, whose annual salary. Okay, now this annual salary I've shown you here. Again, I'm changing the color and bolding it to understand. This annual salary, you have understood it here, right? So, and ranging from is another part. Okay, so let me bold it again. So this is the whole part. Employees. So if I write employees, let me take only the key name. So I am going to write the query as select EMP name from EMP where right? Yeah, where salary into 12 is keyword is between 22,000 and 45,000. So 22,000 and 45,000. So this is how we are going to write the query. So run. Okay, I have done a mistake. Okay, I'm not sure if I need to write this here. See, here it is. I shouldn't write an S here. That is my mistake. The salary into 12 is between 22,000 and 45,000. Now, if you have a problem with this, once you can check this this table, which I have taken a snapshot here, and just multiply all of them by 12, and whoever is getting 22,000 and 45,000, if you are, we will get the values here. That is how these queries work, which will make our work very much easier. We don't need every time we need a calculator. If not, we need a calculator to check who's getting in the 12 months, who's getting the salary between 22,000 and 45,000. So this is how the queries work, which will make our thing better. And now what we need to say here is between keyword. Okay, the between keyword is used when there is a range that we need to work on. So here is that, and yeah, we have completed the 10th one, and the 11th one is interesting. We are going to learn whose name starting with S and with not five characters, it's 5 characters. Okay, so here we are going to do it. So in the 11th query, we are going to write the query as select. Let me write select all from EMP where name like S, it should start with S, first percent, and it should be of only 5 characters. So length of name equal to 5. So I have ended this query and I'm going to run this query. So these employee names are Scott and Smith, who have whose names is starting with S, and of 5 characters. So this is how we are going to write it. And if you want, we can only take the employee name. The Scott and Smith. We got it. So the next part, we have completed the 11th query. Now coming to the 12th query. List the 5 character names starting with S and ending with H. So we are going to write a query which is very similar to this. Select ename from EMP where whose name is starting with S and ending with H. So again, we are going to use the like keyword. So whenever we want to see which if the query is something like this, if it's starting with this letter or ending with this letter, we are going to use the like keyword and S percent. Now, if it's starting with S, we are going to write S percent. And if it's ending with S, see, again, I'm going to show you. If it is ending with S, we are going to write it as percent S. So I'm going to remove this length of ename. So you can get an idea of it. Don't let this end to select. See, the names who are ending with S, we can get it. Where ename is like percent S. Okay, and that is how we are going to write it. Now, control Z. Yeah. Now this is the original query. Now the next query is where. Okay. Now where ename is starting with S and ending with H. So this is how we are going to write where ename like in double quotes as it is string S percentage S H capital H cartilage. Yeah. So we are going to run this, and Smith is the only person whose name is starting with S and ending with H. You can check this starting with S, Scott and Smith. So here is only Smith, so we got it here, Smith. And the next question is, list the employee names who does not belong to department number 20. Okay, so I'm going to write the query like this. Select ename from EMP where department number, DEPT number is not equal to 24, not equal to, we're going to write exclamation mark and equal to 20. So instead of ename, let me write, okay, what did you ask for in the question? List it for, okay, in the last query, we have missed the 5 character things. So again, we can add it like add, so this same query, so Control C. So again, we can run this. We are going to get the same data as there is only one member in Smith whose name is only of 5 characters. And again, select name from EMP where department number is not equal to 20. Is there any other condition which does not belong to department number 20? No other condition. So I'm just going to run this. So here it is. Select ename from employee where department number is not equal to 20. If it's not equal to 20, it means either 10 or 30. You can check the names. See here, Mr. Clark is there. So Mr. Clark, and then the Turner is there. You can check the queries every time. Mr. Turner is there. So this is how we are going to write the query. And next, coming to the next question. Now list all the employees who accept president and manager in the ascending order of their salaries. So here there are 2 or 3 conditions that we are going to write. In the ascending order, then if there is a word ascending or descending order, then we are going to write order by, as you have seen in the ascending order, their salaries. And if it is here only given as salaries, we don't need to multiply with 12. Here it is given as annual salary, we are going to multiply it with 12 because the salary that is given in the table is for monthly table, the monthly salary table. And if we want the annual salary, we have multiplied with 12. Here it is not mentioned as annual salary, so no need to multiply. And ascending order is nothing but the order by clause. And now except list the employees whose EMP is except this. So again, we are going to use who does not belong. See the same. Again, we are going to use the exclamation mark and equal to, that is nothing but the not equal to symbol. So select, okay, I'm doing the same mistake again and again while writing the select okay, let me write start this for example. Select all from EMP where there are 2 conditions. Okay, where job is not equal to, okay, job is not equal to president and manager. Okay, this is a varchar character. This job is a varchar character, and job is not equal to manager. So it shouldn't be president and manager in the ascending order their salaries. So we are going to use group by clause. Group by, okay, we need to write the column name first before we are going to write ASC, or we can just leave it as I said before. So group by their salaries, right? Group by their salaries. So salaries as AL. And even if you are going to write ASC or not, it is just going to consider it as ASC. So run. SQL command not properly entered. So I'm going to run this again. So it's not group by, I'm sorry. It's not group by, it's order by. So it's order by. So here it is. Except president and manager. First, we got all the posts. This is how we are going to write this query. Now, coming to the next query, the 15th query, list all the clerks at department number 20. So it is just two conditions. So how we are going to write this query? So the query that we are going to write is select clerks at the department number 20. Okay, so many people do it like this: select from where. Okay, so first they are going to write the condition. Many people are going to write the condition where job equal to clerk. Job is a where character. So clerk and DEPT number equal to 20. DEPT number is always a number, right? So from which table are we going to write? From EMP table. And what details do we need? Let me take all. Okay, according to the query, you need to take this which are columns you need to select. But as this, why I have taken all here is so that whichever you can compare it easily. See, if it is president and manager, for example, here suppose you can check in the job column that whether it is a president and manager. Again, if you write just e name, you whenever you are just checking for how it works, you might get a problem. So I usually prefer selecting all, but according to the query you need to take it. Yes, see, Smith and Adams, who are clerk and department number 20. This is how we are going to write this query. Now coming to the next question. Find out at least 5 earners of the company. Find out the least 5 earners of the company. So for this question, we are going to write a subquery. Now this is how it goes. Select. I am going to select all. Okay, select all from EMP where so here we are going to write select where 5 is greater than or equal to. We are going to write a subquery like this: select count of distinct sal from EMP where a dot sal is less than or equal to e dot sal. Okay, so if we write this, it will count the select count of distinct salaries, or it will count all the salaries from EMP where a dot salary is less than e dot salary. Okay, a dot salary and e dot salary, we from EMP we are going to name it as E, and a is a new variable such that it will be compared. Everything will be named as a, and that salary will be compared with e dot salary, means that salary will be compared, and then we are going to write the answer. Now I am going to run this SQL command not properly ended. Now let me check again. Yes, so let me write it like this. Instead of writing like this, I'm going to write like this and write a semicolon here. So instead of name, I'm going to write e-name and salary so that it's easy to understand. So here it is. To run this. Okay, I'm still getting the same error. I'll get back with this question. And next, coming to the next question, the 17th question is about the joins. Now, for the joins, we are not going to, I have not taught you joins yet. Tomorrow, I'm going to teach you joins. And the EMP number, e-name, salary. And with this question, it is very easy, but we are going to use the keyword in. So this is how we are going to write the query. Select. So what columns do you want? What attributes do you want? E-name, EMP number. Okay, let me copy this as it is easy. Okay. The department name is also part. So instead of the name, let me write department number. The department name is actually in this. Department name is in this table and not in this table, so we can't get the department name. If we need the department name, we need data from two different tables, which is possible only in joins. So instead of department name, I'm going to take department number. So let me write it like this. So these are columns we want. Instead of writing this, I'm just copying it and pasting it here. Select EMP number from EMP where. So for this query, we are going to use two conditions. And if there are manager or analyst working in New York or Dallas, so job equal to manager or, okay, see the condition over here is it should be manager or analyst. There can be only one particular condition, means both one person cannot have the job as manager and as well as the analyst. So either they are manager or either they are analyst. So here we are going to use the word or. Okay, or job equal to analyst and so here we are going to write it as, and the second condition is working in New York or Dallas. So LOC is nothing but the location. Location equal to New York or location equal to Dallas. See, they can only work in one location. They cannot work in two locations. So again, we are going to use the or condition here, and both of them should satisfy. So I'm going to use the AND keyword here. So according to the conditions that are present and according to the data and according to the attributes, you need to understand according to the attribute names. In most of the cases, when you're given a question, you're given the attribute names and not the data. So when you're given like this, you need to understand that according to the condition, and you need to analyze it, and you need to write R and N accordingly. Okay, you are not going to write because it is end here, we need to write end here. That is not the way you need to write. So you can write it like this, or there is another keyword too. If it doesn't run, I'm going to say about that. Okay, now you shouldn't write it like this. You need to write it as job in manager or analyst and location in New York or Dallas. Dallas. So that is how we are going to write the query, and I'm going to run this. Run. So I'm missing the right parenthesis somewhere. So department number. Okay, now this query is also okay. This query is a part of the, and the location is actually there in this particular table. So we are not going to get the location, and we are going to get some error. So the location is in this table, so I'm not going to take out the location too. And if it is not there in the location, it is just this query, which is already there. Okay, job in manager or analyst. I'm going to run this. So okay, so there is some problem with the 18th query too. So let me do the 17th, do the 17th query and the 18th query. Do the 17th and the 18th queries. That's it for today, guys. Let's meet tomorrow again. Do not forget to like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to fill the attendance form, which is posted in the chat box and even in the description. Join all the groups that are all the links that are in the description below. Thank you.